Well, I'll tell you, little buddy.
So it is amazing to meet you. You are like a legend. I was going down your IMDb and I just started scrolling for I feel like what felt like hours.
Yeah.
But you've been doing
I'm a busy guy.
Yeah, you've been doing Winnie the Pooh for so long,
Yeah.
and he's full of life lessons. What's maybe something you personally have learned from doing this role for so long?
Well, it's kind of like the message of the movie. You know, you don't want to take yourself all that seriously. You know, but I take my work seriously, and you know, there's an expression: "Stop and smell the roses." Well, in this case, it's, you know, you can stop and taste the honey.
Obviously, you've done roles like Winnie the Pooh where you've taken it over from somebody else, but you've also created new voices. Which is more challenging for you?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know that one's more so than another. They're both challenging, but it's the fun challenge. You know, it's that kind of a thing. It's never work. It's always a joy. So, you know, they each present, like, for instance, when you're taking over an established character, someone who's retired or passed on, you know, it has to sound like them. It has to sound like them snoring or coughing or having hiccups or whatever. And then from there, you kind of put in your own juice and adhere to the storyline, the character itself, and just move it forward from there. Whereas a new one, it's more of a playful experience, and you kind of like Darkwing, like that fantastic shirt that you're wearing.
Thank you.
It's you know, you put together the producer's thoughts, the writer's thoughts, the animators, the voice director, and you put it all together. I always say Ginny McSwain, and the voice director was Darkwing's mom, and Tad Stone's the creator was his dad, and now you're stuck with me. So, but it's a bit of a process, and it's interesting. I think of it as molding.
Is there one that maybe was, of all your voices, one that was maybe harder to kind of figure out what the voice should be?
Oh gosh, not really. I mean, they're all an interesting challenge, and you know, it has to be something that you can maintain. That's for sure. Like I used to do, well, I still do. Obviously, Tasmanian Devil, and I would say, speaking of challenges, it was like, can we do this on Friday afternoon so I have the weekend?
Right, to recuperate.
Yeah, it was. You know, so there's that.
Because even as a kid, I tried to do that. I'd be like, "Ugh," and I'd just be like, nope, can't speak to you for the rest of the day. So how you guys
exactly.
could do it for so long.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's maybe a do and a don't from you for people that are looking to get into voiceover work?
Well, I've actually had people say, well, nobody's really interested in what I'm doing and I can't really do it. I go, no, that's not right. No, I mean, they weren't waiting for me, that's for sure. And you know, I did impressions of my cousins and my aunts and uncles, parents, teachers, and just do an amalgamation of things, and don't pigeonhole yourself. That's for sure, because there's plenty of people out there that'll do it for you. So it sounds trite, but I mean, just go for it, honestly.
Being able to do so many voices, I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. You probably have people asking you to do their voicemails or do that. But have you ever pulled any pranks on people? Do you get to have a little bit of fun, like sneak up on people and just be like, I'm going to do this voice for this kid?
Yes and no. You know, I read it. My older girls, or my oldest daughter is a school teacher, and two of her best friends are school teachers. So I'm really good at reading at book fairs once every few times a year. And some of the kids, as you say, you know, they don't quite get it. But I was just at my daughter Lulu's school out in Thousand Oaks just recently, a couple weeks ago, and this one little boy asked me to do Pete. He said, well, because he didn't know that Pete from...
You were Pete, yeah.
Yeah, I am Pete. And because he knew about he knew about Pooh and Tigger, and he goes, do you know how to do Mickey Mouse? And I go, no, not really. Well, how about Pete? And I said, well, I'll tell you, little buddy, I sure do. What do you think? And he goes, oh, he's good. And it just cracked me up.
I love it. You must see the joy on people's
yeah,
faces.
I know. And he's like 7 years old. He goes, he's good.
Well, I love it.
So apparently I sound just like him.